Today's topic, what if you were the CEO? Hi, I'm Doug Holt with author of Your Own Story, and this is your daily growth hack, where each day we give you a tip, trick, or insight to help you up-level what we call the 5 to Thrive. That is your mind, your body, your soul, your relationships, and your business. Now, it's no secret that my private coaching clients are mostly business owners. Now, one thing we commonly talk about is how great their business is. They have key metrics in every area of their business if it's running well. Now, one thing I often talk to them about is, why aren't you running the rest of your life as if you were the CEO of your life? And this usually takes them back. They usually wonder, well, wow, I never thought of it that way. Now, this is something I came up with years ago, and it certainly isn't mine. I'm sure I got it from someone else. But I used to write in my journal every day, I am the author of my own story and the CEO of my own life. And the reason I chose those two topics back then were because they actually gave me the frame of reference. Right? The frame of reference that I could write my own story right into my future, but I could also be the CEO, right? I ran multiple companies and still do today. So I understand the roles of a CEO, and I'm always learning from CEOs that are much better than I am. Now, how can I actually run as the CEO as if my 5 to Thrive, each category were a different company or a branch of the companies that I work in? Now, if you don't own your own company, that's fine. You understand the concepts, right? So what if you were the CEO of your mind? The CEO of your body? Would you run your body the way you are today? Would you choose to have the nachos, or would you pass on them today for the future, knowing what your goals are? Now, what about your relationships? If you were the CEO of your relationships, what would you give you? Would you fire yourself or hire yourself? Now, this is a weird question and could be very abstract, but at the same time, what I want you to do is get into that mindset. If I was actually the CEO, if I was in charge of making sure I hit my goals in these areas, would I actually hire me, or would I hire someone else to run this department, this Doug Holt relationship department, or the Doug Holt spiritual department, or the Doug Holt body or mind or business department, whatever it may be. Now, if the answer is I would rather hire someone else, then what I want you to do is, who else would you hire? Seek them out as mentors. Seek them out as people that you can learn from, so you can actually have control, so you can become the author of your own story. So what I want you to do is really simple. I want you to grab your journal and write out your 5 to Thrive. And in each of those categories, I want to know is, if you were the CEO of that category, you were responsible for millions of people's businesses, their lives depended upon you, as long as this category was thriving, right? Would you hire or fire yourself? And just be honest. Now, again, if you'd hire yourself, kudos to you. You're running a great job, and just keep going. Now, if you would fire yourself, and I'm guessing many of us would, who would you hire in place? If you don't know who that is, I want you to find that person. Now, if you do know, a couple names come to mind. Let's say it's Embody. Maybe it's someone you look up to, at your local gym, or maybe it's somebody you look up to online. Maybe it's your gym owner, your fitness professional, your personal trainer, or whoever. And I've got a million suggestions if you need one. Now, write those people down. Now, I want you to have a maximum of 5 people in each category, no more than 5. Who are those top 5 people you would interview for that position? Now, what I want you to do is find out how you can become more like them. And I'm not saying just imitate them, although that's important, but what are those characteristics in them that would cause you to hire them for that particular position? So again, if we're talking about body, you write down your 5 people, your 5 mentors, so to speak, or the 5 people that you would consider hiring, and the reasons you'd want to hire them. Now, bonus points are, seek these people out as mentors. Seek these people out. Now, mentors, some of them can do it for free for coffee, some are happy to help, and some of them charge you, right? This is what coaching is about. And some of them charge you not because they even want the money, and that's a newsflash to some people, but some charge because they want you to be invested. When you're invested, you have skin in the game, and that makes you push to a higher level. So write down your 5 to Thrive, write down people would you hire, would you fire yourself? If you would fire yourself, who would you hire? Why would you hire them? And I want you to bonus points, seek them out as mentors. Remember, you are the author of your own story and the CEO of your own life. Run it great, run it well, and really go after those things. Go after those little things in your life that you really want. You deserve to have it all. Now, of course, I'm going to ask you to share this with 3 people right now. The first 3 people that come to mind. I want you to go outside your comfort zones and share it, and start conversations that matter. Start building your tribe. Also, if you haven't already, right now, go over to authorofyourownstory.com and make sure you get on our newsletter. Sign up for our newsletter so you can make sure you're getting more tips, tricks, and also more insights into becoming the author of your own story so you can accelerate this path, this journey that you're on. That's it for me today. Have a great day, and remember, go out and be the author of your own story. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Growth Hacks. Please put your comments right down below, and remember to click subscribe. This way we can ensure that we're delivering these daily growth hacks right to you each and every day. On behalf of the whole team here, remember, go out and be the author of your own story.